My name is Josh Bertolpak. Today I'll be talking about Ayrton Senna, a man who wasn't just a race car driver, but a symbol of purpose, passion, and greatness. At over 190 miles an hour, the difference between life and death can come down to a fraction of a second. That razor-thin line is where Ayrton Senna lived. To Senna, racing was more than a sport. It was his identity, his purpose, and something connected to a deeper meaning. Through my research, I learned that Senna's talent was recognized across the sport, not just by fans, but by engineers, team principals, and other world champions, many of whom still describe him as the standard of greatness in Formula One. Senna is considered the greatest because of his extraordinary driving skill, his relentless mindset, and the lasting impact he left on Formula One and beyond it. Today, I'll explain how he drove on a level no one else could, how his mentality and work ethic set him apart, and how his legacy continues to shape the sport and inspire millions. Senna's driving skill was on another level. He was especially known for his qualifying performances where he pushed himself and the car to the absolute limit. He held the record for the most pole positions for 12 years after his death, proving his unmatched ability to deliver the perfect lap. His speed came from how hard he pushed, right to the limit, every single lap. One of the best examples of this came at the 1984 Monaco Grand Prix. As a rookie in a slower car, he skillfully moved through the track in the pouring rain. He displayed exceptional car control in those wet conditions and nearly won before the race was stopped early. From that moment, the world saw that this was no ordinary driver. Senna became known as the best wet weather driver in Formula One history, often nicknamed the one who conquered the rain. He could feel the tire grip through the seat of the car and adjust instantly with his unique throttle control. Even Lewis Hamilton once said, "Senna was the only driver who ever gave me butterflies." Senna's driving skill was incredible, but what really made him different was the way he thought about racing. His mindset, his work ethic, and his passion were on a completely different level, and that's what drove him to greatness. Senna didn't just race with talent, he raced with purpose. For him, racing was something spiritual and deeply meaningful. He believed driving connected him to something greater than himself. He showed extreme preparation, studying every lap, every braking point, and often staying late with engineers to find improvements. His rivalry with Alain Prost highlighted his competitive intensity. Prost was strategic and calculating, while Senna was emotional and fearless. Senna raced to win every single time, refusing to settle for second place. He once said, "Being second is to be the first of the ones who lose." That quote perfectly captured his mentality. He gave everything, every time he sat behind the wheel. Senna's mindset and work ethic showed how deeply he lived for racing, but his story didn't end there. What happened next would change Formula One forever and leave a legacy that still lives on today. In 1994, during the San Marino Grand Prix, Senna's car crashed at high speed. His death shocked the entire world. In Brazil, 3 million people filled the streets to mourn him. But what came from that tragedy changed Formula One forever. Major safety reforms followed his death, including stronger cockpit protection, improved crash barriers, larger runoff areas, and better medical response standards. Mandatory upgrades to helmets, seatbelts, and other safety equipment became required for all drivers. Because of these changes, countless lives have been saved. Beyond racing, Senna's heart was just as powerful as his talent. He quietly donated much of his income to help children in poverty across Brazil. After his death, his family founded the Ayrton Senna Institute, which continues to provide education and opportunities for millions of students every year. Senna's legacy continues to shape both the safety of Formula One and the lives of the people around the world. His story reminds us that true greatness goes beyond trophies or speed. It lives on through passion, purpose, and the impact we leave behind. Ayrton Senna's greatness cannot be measured by wins or records alone. It is seen in how he raced with fearless precision, in why he raced with faith and purpose, and in the impact he left by changing Formula One and inspiring generations. Senna once said, "If you have God on your side, everything becomes clear." His life and legacy continue to inspire millions of people around the world. To this day, Ayrton Senna's greatness remains clear, alive, and unforgettable. Thank you for listening.